The point after try for Gostkowski. And it is now 21-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Terrence Knighton's nickname, Pot Roast, was given to him, and he didn't like it at first. Now he says, don't call me Terrence. Holds down the middle against anyone trying to run the football.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On second down, here's Palmer. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And they're going to face a third down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Palmer now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. He won't go down. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they're going to start in great field position, and they've been starting in great field position in this one thanks to some great punt returns we see here.
And this is why you hear special teams coaches talk about pressing the kicking game, the area of hidden yardage. Although they actually count it, they know that if they bring the ball back big time each time, that helps out their offensive unit. And right now, they've set their group up in enemy field position.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Brady now on 1st down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now here's the second-year man, David Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's the option going right. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Play clock winding down. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And he knocks it through. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 58.
Now Palmer on first down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down. So the offense now dealing with and 7.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, Palmer throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And just like that, it's third down.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Play action. Now Palmer. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. All right, this is a guy that needs no introduction to the league. He has been around quite a while.
And it's good that they have him, because when he looks around his huddle, he may not have guys with the same experience he has. Maybe some of the youngsters, and his veteran leadership should help them along the way.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we roll now on the offensive starters, and everybody always loves to talk about Gronk.
And wouldn't a lot of teams love to redraft right now? This guy went in the 2nd round, yet no matter what, you've got a game plan for him when you're opposing him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Three down. 220.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Wait, 20. Sugar, sugar. Check it, reload.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And it is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So certainly the question there, 4th and very short, why throw so deep?
Sometimes the defense actually forces you into these things. Sometimes what happens is you might end up in a man coverage where they press up tight. Could be a zone coverage where they're crowding the line of scrimmage, and receivers have to convert their routes to try and beat that coverage, and you end up throwing it deeper than you want to. Preferably, you want a 3-yard pass in this situation, get the first down and keep the sticks going.
Let's go.
Again, it's Lewis trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here?
Quick trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Watch 84. Let's go. Blue 58.
Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come up with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Red zone opportunity.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
The play clock's running down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Brady. His pass caught at the 4. He displayed a nice little hurdle there, but not a whole lot of room on the back end as he's taken down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
20. Set.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Tom Brady with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
And the route is on here in this first half. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. And the interception the last time, their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Still fighting for more. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now out come the Patriots. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty...
David Johnson on his way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. David Johnson, 45 yards. And the Patriots continue to roll. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They try again with Lewis. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Drew Butler now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So one quarter in the books here on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. The Patriots here have the early lead. Back to Glendale after this timeout.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it gives the Pats a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
20.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Finding time. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back onto the field now. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. He's out.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brady now to throw. Gets it to Gordon. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
Here's the option going right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, and the Patriots continue to roll. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there? Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work.
Lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out now come the Cardinals. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down, here's Palmer. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On third down, Palmer. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. The man they call pot roast, Terrence Knighton, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Drew Butler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32.
Whoosh.
A second spin.
Turning and turning and turning.
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defense. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are pouring it on. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will he?
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Gostkowski for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
Going underneath for Lewis. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Here we go. Wide 18. Wide 18.
Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Now Brown. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside where one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On first down, Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So 2nd and 10 here. They come out here in the eye. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now they call on Stephen Gostkowski. His career-long 57 yards set just a year ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, Palmer. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here. Going. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. With it is Brown. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And this stadium is abuzz after that one, understandably so. I cannot believe he hit that thing.
And you can't help but think back to Tom Dempsey. And his record stood for, what, 43 years until Matt Prater broke it? And now here's a new record. And I'm with you. I cannot believe that ball went through the posts.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
This is Lewis. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cardinals have been sloppy, and that's why they're losing. The Patriots are just capitalizing on the mistakes and have opened up a big lead here today. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Offense out now following the INT. Brady's on point with the throw, and it's called for the score. That takes the lead up to 7. Butler's punting it away. Brown's going to get a shot here, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. Butler's punting it away now. Brown's going to get a shot here, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. Patriots lead balloons to 21. 3rd down from the 46. Palmer's under pressure and will throw the pick. Patriots would then turn it around for the TD. The Pats with a commanding lead. Now 1st and 10. Johnson's got the Jets, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown as the blowout is on. Patriots ball early in the 2nd. In traffic, Brown will make the catch.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action. action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. And he's loose again. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Brown with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Patriots continue to roll. Last year in the regular season, only 7 kick return TDs. We get a taste of it here in Week 1 in 2016.
And don't be surprised if that number of 7 falls this year, because every special teams coach that I talked with in the offseason all vowed to be more aggressive in their kick return game.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
All right, now, blue 95. Blue 95.
From the shotgun, it's Palmer. It's Floyd on the right. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On third down, Palmer. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Drew Butler now, as he's on to punt for Arizona. It's taken to the 26. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for someone to throw to. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They slot Gronkowski outright. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead. And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend. I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving. Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up? You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain. Now Palmer, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The reigning defensive player of the year, J.J. Watt, in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles? Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Patriots take over. Whether your offense is struggling or not, they always appreciate a big punt return. A short field to work with tends to make an offense that much better. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Martellus Bennett with his first touchdown in a Patriot uniform. And the Patriots are pouring it on. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done. And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now it's Palmer. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
4th and 1, this is what fullbacks live for. They're always the guys with all the marks on their helmets because they love sticking their heads in there to fight for the tough yards. And he gets the tough yards here to give his guys a first down.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Palmer, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Get ready. 1, 18.
play action. It's Palmer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the replacement for Chandler Jones, Chris Long. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Drew Butler now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, he slipped right by him. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now out come the Patriots. In that last touchdown drive they had, very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Goal 50.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Bulldozes past him, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, goal to go from the 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Tom Brady, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots continue to roll. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Lewis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 58.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
2nd and 10, it's Palmer again. He's got Floyd out left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now it's Palmer. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Drew Butler now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. So the Patriots coming out now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
He's got to, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Rodney Gunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady will do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
Your wife?
No one.
It's caught at the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Here's Brady to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. David Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing.
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Going underneath for Lewis. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps. And
no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt, in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Drew Butler now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
And that's the 2nd sack of the day for J.J. Watt. I think we're probably surprised when he gets less than multiple sacks in the game, aren't we?
Really, at this stage in his career, what he's been able to prove, it's something.
It really is, and it's just the way he gets them done. Variety of spots along the defensive line against all types of guys trying to block him. Centers, guards, tackles, tight ends, backs. It doesn't matter. He gets it done.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offensive coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey's 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, Pretty darn awesome.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Palmer will throw, and Gresham has it left side. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That one was intended for John Brown. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on 3rd. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Palmer. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Okafor. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It's the man traded by the Patriots, Chandler Jones, in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
From the gun, it's Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And it'll be 4th down.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
Now it's Peterson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, Palmer off, Catanzaro on for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The busy night continues for Johnson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll throw with Brady. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know their playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And it's up and good. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And on 2nd and 10 now. Brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. This is taken at about the 14. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
All right, count him along with me. That's his 3rd return for a touchdown in this game. Why is the ball being kicked to him? That would be my question.
I was just going to ask you the same question, because we see 2 occasionally. I mean, very rare. 3, unbelievable. The point after try for Gostkowski. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Dumps it off to Lewis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Cards are going to have a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, the defense was in prevent. They still get there.
That means that there's absolutely nowhere to throw the football. No one came open, because now you're really getting 3 guys rushing the quarterback. 5 guys should be able to block them, but sometimes time just takes it up and end up getting to him.
All right, week 1 in the books. It's just week 1, Charles, but to start off the season this way, great confidence builder.
Fantastic confidence builder, and every team we ever talk to always talks about winning on opening weekend, being 1-0, and setting the pace. The team that we saw win today did exactly that.
So for the Pats, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Just a bunch of poor boys.